Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about cool down exercises, specifically the forward fold. When you cool down, you tend to extend the spine first. The easiest version of that is the Sphinx that we have covered in previous videos. The second category of movement that we should do on our cool down is flex the spine. So extend the spine followed by flex the spine. They go in that order. Extension is first, flexion is second. Simplest exercise that people can do is a forward fold. It's going to stretch out either your calves, your hamstrings, or your lower back. Which one is it going to be? Whichever one is tightest. It doesn't matter which one is stretching, they will all stretch eventually. The time frame that we are going to use for this is 1 minute to say 4 minutes. In the beginning, 1 minute will cripple most people. Most people are not used to mobility drills, and it is very hard on them in the beginning, mentally for the most part, and physically. I like to go into the time frame of 2 to 3 minutes. Your body actually will get to a relaxation phase if you hold it for 2 to 3 minutes. In the version of this exercise that we are going to do, it is all relaxation. We're using our big ass non-yoga yoga mat, which is really an equipment mat that goes underneath treadmills because it is big enough for me. It covers a lot of ground and it's hard to hurt out here in a place, like this. Forward fold, feet shoulder width apart. We are going to just judo chop the hips back and forward fold. This is not an easy range of motion for most people. In the beginning, most people are going to have to bend the legs, judo chop the hips, try and get their hands to the ground, and then slowly straighten. What we are not going to do is move in this position. If we were to move in this position, we would consider that a warm-up activity, not a cool-down activity. So think about warm-up activities as being postures that you introduce movement into to turn on the systems and get the brain and the body and the neurology all going by repeatedly cycling certain movements. Think of my version of the cool down as trying to achieve complete relaxation. There are different strategies for this. Yoga is a different strategy than this complete relaxation phase. Both are extremely valid. I teach both of them, but this is the one that I use for your common man, your workman, and somebody who gets hit a lot or creates a lot of tension in their sport. Starting this over, 2 feet, point straight ahead. There are versions where you will externally rotate or stagger your feet, but let's start with the absolute basics. If you want your feet to point straight ahead, which you should because that's the way your feet are supposed to function, you need to stretch with your feet straight ahead. Dancers will oftentimes want to do turnout. That is a specific adaptation to your sport. If you are not a dancer, don't turn out. Start. Judo chop the hips, bend your legs, get down as low as you can, straighten your legs out. Once you get your legs straight, do not move them. I like to hang. Arms crossed in front. Exhale, let your body relax. Take all the tension out of the back of your neck. If there are creases in the back of your neck, you're not hanging yet. Drop down, hang, hang, hang. Breathing is important here. Exhaling long and slow is what's going to allow your body to learn to relax. On the exhale, you will feel your body drift further towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale. I'm a little tight right now. Normally my elbows should be able to get down towards my toes. That is a normal range of motion. Being able to put your hands flat on the ground with straight legs is not asking a lot of anybody, no matter what the age. It is exactly the range of motion that your body should be able to achieve. If you cannot achieve that cold, then you have problems. You should be able to achieve that range of motion cold. This stretch should be in your training program every day, every day, every day. every day. You should do it a lot. We all sit in the modern world. Our hamstrings are shortened from sitting in chairs, from sitting in cars, from sitting because we've created a world which is so sweet that we can sit a lot. Put this in every day. Extend the spine 2 to 4 minutes. Flex the spine 2 to 4 minutes. In the beginning, people are not going to be able to do this because it's not something that people focus on. If you go to a gym or to CrossFit, a lot of gyms straight up just don't emphasize cool down and re-lengthening the tissues. If you deadlift a lot and you don't stretch for 4 minutes afterwards, you're going to have a problem. This is going to suck. You should put it in though, because this range of motion allows you to not get hurt doing a lot of other things. Getting slammed on the ground and fighting and violence. I use this range of motion all the time in aerial arts. I use it all the time in workman arts. People say that doing physical labor is bad for you and hurts you over time. That is not true. Not compensating for the work you do and the tension you create is what damages you. If you do something one-sided, if you lift a bunch of heavy stuff and you don't relax your body at the end of the day for 15 minutes, then yeah, your muscles are going to recover shorter and shorter and shorter, and you are going to get stiffer and stiffer and stiffer, and your quality of life will go down. Losing range of motion is part of the process of aging. So fight the process of aging, don't get old, live a better quality of life by putting in simple drills to re-lengthen the most important muscles every day.